solid. Listen, for those of you that looking to really improve the way you do things and make it more about the people you're serving versus the food you're serving. Ray Kroc probably put it best. We're not a hamburger business. We're a people business serving hamburgers.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of the same thing. That's the way I've always seen what we do. It's always about the people. So what can you do to make their experience a little bit more memorable? And what can you do to make them talk about you 2 years from now? What sticks out in what you did that they remember you 2 years from now? So, Skippy, you haven't made it through the bear yet, have you?
I
know your wife was watching it.
She was watching. I watched a couple episodes of the latest season. I couldn't get in. I mean, I got into. I can't say I can't get into it, but it was okay. It wasn't. I don't know. For some reason, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, Jason says season 3 was a letdown for him. I thought season 3 was pretty phenomenal, personally. But I think that's kind of where everybody is. Season 3 was pretty polarizing for a lot of people. Outside of the first couple episodes where there was a whole lot of yelling, I thought the rest of the season was pretty good. So.
I watched the episode where they really opened up the new restaurant and the one.
Yeah, like in the walk-in.
Yes, on purpose. Basically his whole team basically just took the reins and did what they were supposed to. And the one guy who was always the asshole in the beginning turned out to be an absolute stud at what he jumped in doing. And it's also, if you got the right people working for you, it won't fail.
Harder to fail. Yeah. So, man, I thought season 3 was really good. I really enjoyed season 3. But I know I am in the minority.
When I was doing the event for the factory that had the congressman coming, I got a chance to meet the owner of the factory. And he was kind of telling us his story. And the story was that he, back in the late 80s, went bankrupt. And kept the business as in it was still his, but basically just everything was taking a downturn, couldn't do anything, and he just had a dream and he just kept pushing forward to it. And it brought me to the time I worked for Quicken Loans, which is also Rocket Mortgage, or formerly known as Quicken Loans, but now Rocket Mortgage. They have isms, basically things to live by, or culture to live by. And one of theirs, which I think follows a lot of what small businesses do. There are people around us when they open a small business, and it could be, food truck, could be a restaurant, could be, a cleaning company, could be anything. It really brought out the other day, and it was numbers and money follow, they don't lead. And when I was working there, I didn't really understand it. I was a lot younger, but it really took me to understanding that from opening up my own business is you're either chasing money or you're chasing a dream. And if all you're doing is chasing money, that when I was talking to him, he's like, that'll make you fail just for chasing money. But if you chase a dream and you're living your dream, that money will come, and it will be because nobody's going to work harder than you on that dream. So I say it to a bunch of other people. Numbers and money follow, they don't lead. They also had a bunch of other ones too. Geez, you're getting pinged.
Yeah, I don't get why I don't get true push notifications from, like, I get groups of them.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm not sure why.
Your Facebook Messenger?
Everything,
Oh,
emails, like it all comes through in groups.
yeah.
Like so in that last dings, I got a Snapchat, Meta, Gmail, Credit Karma, Robinhood.
Oh, how's Robinhood doing?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Hmm.
Progress looks good on you, Joshua. Thank you.
You still got that doggy coin?
Yeah. Yep. I got Doge and Shibu Inu.
Ooh.
I just bought more Shibu Inu not too long ago. Another $50 worth.
Ooh.
I got 5.5 million Shiba Inus.
That's a lot of doggos.
I just need to hit it. Just like if we could get to like 50 cents.
Like if you can have, I remember when I bought it. It was the first day that I came to your truck to work it, and I think I had like 60 cents or 60 dollars worth, and it dropped to like 30 in one day. I'm like, ugh.
Everything was going fine until Elon hopped on SNL and
Just
kind of made it sound
destroyed
like a
it.
joke. Yeah. Bastard.
Oh.
But I'm holding on to it. To the moon.
Sure I will. Probably not.
Sheldon will be joining us at 10 o'clock. Sorry, I had to. Oh, man. I did a marketing message this morning with our weekly schedule and forgot to actually attach the weekly schedule to it. So I had to resend it, but apparently not everybody got it. So I'm now responding to 100 messages of, I don't see the schedule posted.
Yeah.
Which it's now just posted on our regular page, so it's not that hard to figure out, people. Anyways, so yeah, those are my two things, my two recommendations. We're pretty happy with that. I have some other things we're going to be doing. Really, we haven't even started marketing for holiday parties yet. So getting all these coming through is pretty awesome. And I don't even know that I'm going to really push hard on it now. I mean, now that we've got 3 to 4, 3 for sure, maybe a fourth. Like, how hard do I want to work in December? You know, so get that one week done, and I mean it's a 12, 13 grand for the week, so it's a good December.
Yeah, right.
So,
can I go over one more of those isms?
Yeah, sure.
Because I think it listening to it will help a lot of people. The ism is you'll see it when you believe it. We lead with our hearts and minds. We take the opposite approach too. I'll believe it when I see it. Nothing significant in this world has ever happened without somebody believing in it first.
Mm-hmm.
We know that when we believe in our ability to impact the outcome, we dramatically increase our odds of success. If we believe it can happen, it will.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in your business, that's the first step. Believe in everything that you do. And there's my words of wisdom for the day. After this, I'm gonna take a nap.
Your ism is shining bright today, buddy.
Good. I'm glowing.
Glowing.
Is this my halo? Yes, halo. There you go.
Yeah, it's yeah, more or less.
I can't really bend anymore, so that's what I got.
Of course, you can share your 2 quotes,
Please,
Jason.
We could have a quote segment. A quote off.
Should we have Sheldon waiting? Hurry up! Come on, Bernie, get it to us.
No, Sheldon's got 3 minutes. Well, hold on. Why am I fighting for Jason? Never mind. Get Sheldon on here now.
Fuck good, be great.
It's a good
I like that one.
I can.
The restaurant Ever, which is featured in the bear, is an actual restaurant in Chicago, Michelin rated restaurant. In their bathroom, they have on a loop the Matthew McConaughey graduation speech.
I gotta look at that one again.
I think it's his 5 lessons or whatever. It's just played on a loop in the bathroom. And then his other one was Nobody Cares, Work Harder.
True that. I personally like Michael Keaton's end of his graduation speech. Just remember one thing. I'm Batman.
Always wear sunscreen?
No, he says just remember one thing. I'm Batman.
Always. All right. Let's bring Sheldon in.
You don't need to yell. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Kill him in smiles.
And Sheldon. Hey, buddy. Can you hear us?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Can you hear us?
Oh. Yeah.
He's there now.
He's there. All right.
He's there now.
All right. Yeah, can you guys hear me okay?
Can hear you great.
Okay.
Oh, there's an echo somewhere, though.
Yeah, we're getting a loop, I think.
I'll mute my mic.
It's not just you, though.
Is it me?
I think so. I think your microphone's picking up your speaker. I like that on his back wall.
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Can hear you good?
Can hear you good.
Yes, and the echo's gone. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Welcome, Sheldon, from the Food Truck Owners Expo, which is taking place in just a couple weeks in Orlando.
Yeah.
So how are things going? Are we feeling
really
awesome
good.
about it?
Yeah, we had a lot of momentum coming after Houston. Houston was our very first show. So it was a little bit unknown on our side, being show organizers. Starting something new is always, a little scary, and you have to build your database and all that. But Houston went great. We had about 400 people, which is about what we were expecting, honestly. But it was still, everyone we talked to, from the exhibitors and supplier side to the attendees, said they met good people. They made, very valuable connections and really got some business done. The education was a huge hit. People were just taking copious notes and asking, like, all right, I want to come to the next one. Is education going to be different in Orlando? So we honestly weren't really planning on making these super different. We kind of figured we'd just move the show around to make it more accessible for people. But now that people want to come to both, we realized, okay, we got to step up our education game a little bit and, have some repeat sessions that were very valuable, but then also have some newer stuff as well. So you'll see our education's filled. And
yeah, I think these people that want to do both need to work harder.
It's really
go to 2 shows.
So we found about 30% of the people that came to the show didn't actually have a food truck or trailer yet. They were looking to either transition from their brick and mortar or tent, or just completely enter this industry for the first time. So they were the ones that were kind of trying to absorb as much as possible and try to get all their ducks in a row before actually pulling the trigger and starting that business. So that was actually really nice to see that they were really interested in the regulation side and the permitting to make sure they didn't run into issues down the road.
Awesome. I haven't looked at the extended hurricane forecast, but are we looking to be in the clear?
Yes, I haven't looked today either. It's about that time though, because even that there was that hurricane in Houston that hit 2 weeks before our show. So we're just really hoping.
Realize that.
Yeah, so we're really hoping that Orlando will be okay.
Right now, Skippy and I were talking when the last ones came through and they had the path right across Orlando. I was like, are we planning on going? I was like, well, if it's still there, I mean,
Yeah, luckily,
Jeez.
they, our building really didn't get hit that bad at all. I talked to them right
Good.
after. They were fine. So,
Awesome. And signups are going good for this one?
yep, we're on a pace to hit about 600 people, which is kind
Nice.
of the growth we expected. And Orlando, people want to bring their families and do the vacation, go see the mouse, and that kind of stuff. So,
No, thank you.
Looking
My
mouse.
family is coming down, but not until Thursday, and then we're going to Miami. So,
oh, nice. We actually, the other show manager, Cassandra, and we actually flew to Miami last week, I guess that was. And we kind of zigzagged up Florida, talking to food trucks and trailers all the way up to Jacksonville. So we're helping just like spread the word.
Well, good. I'm glad that the momentum's there for you guys. So going, I guess, into future, I guess, I think I saw a survey with some cities listed. Are you thinking staying at 2 shows, or
we think so? The plan is we're gonna do next year. We'll have 2 shows. We'll announce those locations actually at the Orlando show, and we'll continue the 2-show thing.
I look forward to being in Michigan next year.
We'll see. But then we're eventually probably going to settle in 2 spots, but that will be after we kind of bounce around for a little bit, just to kind of get the word out, because not everyone reads, not everyone kind of knows. So we're going to try to hit up different areas of the country and then probably settle down on 2.
Is Vegas kind of in the thought process for at least one of the bounce around spots, or do you think it's too expensive for people to
get a show on? It's definitely in the options, especially since my company is actually based out of Vegas, so that makes it easier to have it in our backyard. But yes,
definitely vote for the winner one to be in Vegas, please. Thank you.
There's a really, really good chance you'll see a Vegas appearance at some point.
It's a lot easier sell for me to go to Vegas if there's a business reason for me to go than
exactly
with the wife and personal reasons.
And there's all those Southern Californias. Yeah, Vegas is a really easy spot to get to, and it's just an attraction, kind of like the Orlando thing with families.
Yep. Awesome. So I guess with that, are you thinking, as far as education goes, do you think you'll get to some like higher level type stuff? Once we get, so a lot of this, you said a lot of it's geared, and there's a lot of education for people that are just starting in new trucks that are trying to get into the industry. First, I know I talked to a couple of trucks in Michigan. They're like, they've been around for 10 years. Like, well, what do you think I can get out of it? I don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure there's something that you're not doing.
Yeah. A lot of it, we do really want to focus on some of that very high level, and then also exit strategy type things. Because like you said, the guy's been in 10 years. How are you gonna end this? Are you gonna retire? Are you just gonna work till you die? Or what is your actual plan here? So there's a lot of like franchise classes type things. How to maybe transition into a brick and mortar, which is kind of the opposite of what our intro class is about. But there's how to sell correctly, how to add more trucks and not work as hard, have someone else do the work for you. That type of longer term, higher level type planning.
Awesome. And I'm sorry, is there some of that at this one, or is that kind of where you're headed, do you think?
Yes, we actually do have a couple about franchising and whatnot at this one. So
excellent. I will be there.
We have different tracks. We have a business marketing, the food and truck, health regulations, and then the mobile vendor 101. So that's the intros. But everything else is a little bit more established, and you should already have a truck and have a couple of years under your belt.
And the education for both days is pretty much the same?
No,
with
actually,
some exceptions, or
mostly different. There are a couple repeat sessions. Bill Moore does some sessions for us that are like standing room only in Houston. So we're excited for some of those that were very popular just to repeat it the next day so that people can hopefully catch it.
So I need to be strategic about which ones I'm going to then. All right.
Yes, I would plan out your agenda ahead of time.
Perfect. So I know I'm bringing one of my full-time guys coming with me. So we're kind of trying to decide if we need to divide and conquer type of thing. At least on Tuesday.
I would definitely recommend, and just try to take some notes. And we will be filming a couple of the sessions, but it's really more for marketing on our side at the end. So we're not quite at a point where we can film everything yet.
Right. Understandable.
And you want to do a podcast on the show floor, right?
If we can, that would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to that.
I know Skippy has an engagement over the weekend, the previous weekend, for the World Food Championships. And depending on how he does and proceeds through that, he will be there either Monday or Tuesday. So I think we're thinking probably Wednesday for a podcast.
Yeah, Tuesday. So if we make finals, that'll be on finals is on Tuesday. So I wouldn't be able to fly out until Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning.
Wow.
So I'm
good
looking
luck.
at it's going to be fun. We'll start with that. There's 40. Last year there was only 28 teams. This year there's 48 teams.
Wow. What are you cooking?
But it's pork, or no, sorry, chicken, ribs, and brisket. And then if we make top 20, we go to the second round, which is anything that we want to cook, we turn in. And then if we make top 7, then we cook Cornish game, or anything that involves Cornish game hens. The World Food Championships we've got 13 different categories, total of almost $500,000 in prize money. And it's a big deal. Last year was our first time. This year is we know more than we did obviously last year, but it's very, very chefy, very chefy. But we're just gonna go and run with it. There's a lot of the day one. I'm looking at your education listings, and I think day one is a great, definitely a lot of people need to be there. There's one that I would love to go to, which is using AI and social media, presented by Food Truck Beast. I think that's going to be, I'm surprised that that's not longer. It looks like it's about 50 minutes. But
yeah, that's
like
all of our sessions are like 45 minutes. But that's with Max Bogner. He has a booth as well, so people can go chat with him at his booth on the show floor.
That's what I was looking at too. You guys have a lot of vendors. I mean, a lot of big name vendors that can provide a lot of knowledge to anybody looking to start up a food truck or people that have been in the game for a while.
Right. That's really the goal is to, like, I wouldn't say we completely vet each person on the show floor, but when we look at the vendors, we want to make sure they are good solutions for the people we're bringing. So like when I looked at POS systems and everything, I didn't want just an out of the box Square. Like everyone knows who Square is. We were trying to find ones that were very like food focused and could probably be a better solution, better fees than just one of the big name box ones. So stuff like that. We wanted people to walk in and meet people that can really help them, not just whoever signed up.
And you have Easy Eats as a vendor. Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of good things about them. Then you have one on Tuesday or on the day 2, which is Wednesday. Very early, but it's under the business and marketing tab. Marketing in the off season. That presented by Bill Moore. Like again, I don't know how that could be done in 40 to 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's a huge topic, obviously.
Huge topic. Something we're going to talk about in the next couple months is just what do we do in the off season. But I love the fact that you guys are tackling that. That's fantastic.
And there are some, stuff like that. Obviously, that's not going to be completely wrapped in the 50 minutes. But we do have a stage on the education or on the trade show floor where people like Bill Moore, what we call them campfires, but they'll sit around and make it a little more intimate, not as, teachy, but that's where people can ask more questions. He can continue that type of conversation and people can, ask more relevant questions to them without being in a huge classroom environment.
Josh, he does have one campfire session titled "When is the right time to get a second truck or third?" It's at 1:30. It's at 1:30, presented by Bill Moore.
Thank you.
You can definitely go talk with that.
I am ready. I just don't have any place to park it.
Can figure it out.
Yeah. Tell that to my wife and the homeowners association behind me.
True that.
So a couple food vendors. GFS, which is Michigan based and huge around this area, obviously. And then Aspire Bakeries. The fat kid in me wants to know, so are they going to be doing any demonstrations or samples or anything, or is it?
I can't remember if it's Aspire. I know we're hosting some coffee each morning. And because some of those sessions are pretty early, so we'll have free coffee from 8 to 10 each day. And there is I can't remember, it's Aspire, one of the other bakeries, but they will be handing out samples that morning to kind of get some
Awesome.
sugar and carbs. It's get you going in the morning.
And you have a trailer vendor, Custom Trailer Pros, coming. That's actually where I bought my trailer from.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's
So
Justin. They're great.
Yeah, I give them a solid B plus,
Piece of
A
your
minus.
mind.
I mean, there are screws falling out, but
I'm sure those aren't important.
No, that's as long as it still rolls.
The number of screws I've replaced, man, I tell you.
I'll tell you what, though, they have been, for anybody looking to get a truck, they have been very good as far as communication goes. If I have any issues, if I have any questions, they're very good at getting back to me with the answers. And if there's anything that needs to be done, they're warrantying all their stuff. So it's good to have somebody that you can call or text, and they'll get back to you within 24 hours. Something that
That's fantastic.
everybody should be doing.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to get down there. I know we're arriving Monday morning, me and my guy, and we're both looking forward to it. So I can't wait. I'm just glad to go to a trade show again. It's been a while. But
yeah, I get to fly to another show next week. So then fly straight from there to our show.
Well, you're busy then. What show are you doing next week?
It's called SEMA. It's like aftermarket car parts. It's one of the biggest like car shows in the world, even though it's business.
That is.
Yeah, so my company used to produce it. We haven't done it in about 10, 15 years, but I still go because some of my other shows are in the automotive vertical, and it's an excuse to go to SEMA. So
SEMA is amazing. Is it in
Yeah.
Vegas?
Yeah, it's at the convention center. Yeah. It's just huge. I'm a huge car guy, so it's just one of my favorite times a year.
Yeah, all the big shows are in Vegas, man.
I mean, I get it.
I did ISC security conference. I was big into IT and cameras and stuff like that. So they have an East and West show. The West show has always been in Vegas. I think one of the first years I did it was shortly after the shooting at the concert in Vegas. And they had the sheriff there doing a presentation. He was one of the keynotes, and they actually had the 911 tapes.
Oh, wow.
Played them for us. And he says, we didn't know anything. He said there was so much noise from echoes, and there were so many people running into other hotels. They thought there was 4 to 5 active situations going on.
Wow.
They just had no idea. It was really cool to see. And, all that stuff. It's like what to use as a weapon. Like you're looking around the rooms like, oh no. Like they said it would take a week to clear the conference center. If there was a situation, it would take them a full week. They'd have to shut it down for a week to clear all the space because they're just the spaces are so massive. So, so happy attending. Hopefully nothing goes down. Yeah. But yeah, I love conferences. Conferences in Vegas are really cool, and it's a good space. But I'm definitely looking forward to some, I'd say, warmer weather. But we've been pretty spoiled up here in Michigan the last couple of weeks. So, but I'll take 80s and over 60 right now.
Yeah, so far it's looking like not that they always know that far out, but the weather's looking pretty decent right now.
Thank God. Good. And then is that 50? I think it was 15%. Is that the code is that still active?
Yes, it's the same code as last time, which was just put it up here.
MMFT 50.
Yeah, 15.
Perfect. Awesome. I know that we do have at least a couple of our listeners that said they were going, and a couple more that said they were still thinking about it.
Awesome.
A lot of them are taking a kind of wait and see type of approach and hoping for next year type of thing. So, I think if you guys keep growing it, I think it's great for the industry. And there's so many of us that came from non-business backgrounds, that just kind of did it on a whim and are kind of meandering through it and figuring stuff. I mean, there's a reason so many food trucks fail and restaurants fail, and because everybody thinks it's easy to open, and I just got to get the truck, got to get it licensed, and then we can roll, and we're just going to be making money. And
I mean, it's
there's
not.
so much. No, no, definitely not. I think a lot of people don't realize the amount of work and attention to detail to all the other things that you have to have in order for it to get to where it's sustainable.
Yeah.
So
And you're not just killing
I think
yourself working, doing everything yourself every single day and barely scraping by for something that's fun.
So yeah, I have zero fun. I love it, but it's not fun for me.
Zero fun, sir.
Yeah, zero fun. So yeah, I think it's a great thing. I'm so happy that it's finally happened. Every year I looked and kind of Google searched, food truck conventions, expos, anything, trade shows, just looking for something to go to kind of see other people from other areas and kind of figure out what they're doing. And I mean, I've learned all I can learn from our fellow food trucks in this area, all the things that they do, they're a little bit different than I. It's nice to see other people from other areas that are doing stuff that we never even thought of in this area, or market in a way that we never thought of. So yeah, it's from the networking standpoint alone. I mean, to the education Bill Moore's the guru of food truck trading right now.
Yeah.
So it's great that all that's going to be in one spot for a couple days. I can't wait. I really am excited.
Yeah, it's going to be here before you know it. So yeah, if people are thinking about signing up, we still do have some spots for education. So that is the one thing that could sell out. I don't think it will because these rooms are a little bit bigger, but we do have capacities on the education rooms. But I would just get your ticket in advance so you don't have to deal with it on like day of.
Do we need to pre-register for classes? Or
no, you don't have to pick your classes or anything. You just need to, grab your badge.
Excellent. Okay, great. Sorry, it's a allergy and cold season up here starting, so
hear that.
We're all scratchy and stuffy and miserable up in the Midwest. Good. Skippy, got anything else, Skippy?
No, I'm mesmerized. I can't wait to go.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys in person. Hopefully we can record something on the show floor for a little bit.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, just let me know when and where we need to be. And like I said, we have all our stuff. I'm planning on bringing everything with me, so we should be pretty low maintenance, and we can do our little S show from anywhere. And it'd be great to pull some people in and man on the street type of thing. So
yeah, I was going to set you up a little booth with a backdrop and stuff, so that just get some brand and all that.
Awesome, man! Thank you so much. We appreciate everything you're doing. Appreciate you doing so much work on this show, and I've mentioned it, I think, just about every week for the last month, or at least since Houston.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to get people there. So the more people there, you guys. The more likely we have many more of these. So
yeah.
Thank you, sir, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. If you got anything else.
Nope. Thanks, guys, right. And yeah, can't wait to meet you in person. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, Sheldon. You too.
Thanks, Sheldon.
That was Sheldon, everybody. Sheldon K. With some massive expo show conglomerate.
Sheldon K, which is not Cooper.
Correct. Yeah, it's Kaye.
Correct.
Yeah, not K as in Cooper, which would be C.
I mean.
Mm-hmm. So,
anyway.
Well, good. I hope we have some listeners that are planning on making the trip. And like I said, it'd be great to meet you guys in person. Get together for a drink after the show one day. All would be awesome. Yeah.
Hoping I can get down there in time.
I hope so too. Otherwise, I mean, Chris has to sit in for you. He doesn't like being on camera.
Well, he does have a face for radio.
He does, but
I can call in. Just
Yep. That's always worked so well for us.
I know. Absolutely.
And I imagine the cell signal between World Foods and Orlando is spot on.
Actually, yes. We'll just go with yes.
Based on the traveling I did between Austin and New Orleans and traveling along that side of the coast, was pretty not awesome. I think I actually lost GPS signal at one point in time.
I like how you say pretty not awesome.
Pretty not awesome.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen any of the newer food trailers that are out there? As far as they do not have the large exhaust vent on the roof anymore.
Mhm.
They actually vent out the side of the truck.
Yep.
Wow, interesting. I haven't seen that until I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I have also seen ventless hoods now too, so where they don't have any external vent.
That's gonna just kill some inspectors. I don't know if they know
I'm
what
sure
they're
it doesn't make them super happy.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know if
yeah,
they know what to expect anymore.
so yeah, it recirculates the air in such a way that it goes through whatever filters that you're good to go. So, which I looked into those for a couple of the B&M spots we were looking into, like, well, how cheap can we go, without having to put a hole in the roof or on the side of the building to put in a hood exhaust. Does something like this work?
Yeah, exactly.
For that, like, what can we get away with here?
And it should.
Yeah. Questions I have ready for, like, our fire inspector guys. That, hey, have you guys seen these? What's your thought on them? Does it fly in Michigan? Yeah. So yeah, there's all kinds of new stuff out there that's pretty cool, and I'll be interested in talking to custom trailer pros while we're down there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm still not sure which way we're going. I am currently. Mark found us on the YouTube.
Hey, Mark.
It's just on the TikTok.
Just as long as he subscribes.
He's still showing in both places now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mark said he liked and subscribed. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy.
Make sure you get Spoons to do it too.
He says he loves the talk. Yeah, I'm still not sure. I am kind of actively looking or being aware of used trailers that are for sale. Seems like there's a whole lot of them hitting the market lately.
Doesn't matter what's in them.
Yeah. I don't want to have to gut a trailer to get on the road. So at this point, I don't even know what I would use it for fully. So it's kind of, if I see something that makes sense, then I'll look a little bit harder at it. But I'm also not looking to spend $50,000 either.
How about 45?
So if it's something that we can use as a smaller setup type of thing, have minimal equipment in it and send it out roadside while we're doing another catering gig somewhere else, then maybe that's a possibility, or something that we can park somewhere permanently in a parking lot type of thing. Yep, that's what it is.
So this right here is the TV that comes out.
Where's the generator box?
It does not have a generator box. This is for obviously propane, but your generator would probably go right there.
I don't even see a plug.
Right there, I think. Right there. Or here, actually. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Hey, it has a working awning. That's a step. But I like how they did their TV box. It's pushed out. The only other TV boxes I've seen ever actually like take up wall space where it goes inside.
Yeah.
I actually like how it's vertical, not horizontal. Good old diamond plate floors. Gotta love those.
Not really.
No, I hate them.
Looking forward to.
But you could probably take the fryer out, obviously, if you don't want it. They were known for their wings, supposedly. You run the whole thing on that little guy.
Wait, well, there's no electrical equipment in there.
There's a couple fridges.
Saw a fridge, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple fridges. But that's it. But it's an STG.
2-bay steam well. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of work that I would have to do to rearrange some stuff in there. No cabinet space.
True. No, we could probably get them down to 40. Maybe 35.
No, I don't want to spend 40 to put another 10 in.
True that. True that.
Like I said, I'm not in a big hurry, but kind of if I see the right thing that I'm looking for, then I might jump at it. But like I said, I don't have any place to park a second trailer currently.
Well,
So
there are storage units that have outdoor parking.
yeah, that I can plug in.
I didn't say that you could plug in. You just said you didn't say you didn't have any place to plug in and park. You just said
I have
park.
a place to plug in. I don't have a place to park it that I can plug in.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't of course I would need to plug it in. I'm not going to empty that fridge every day.
No, you just buy another tow vehicle and have Chris park this one in his house.
He doesn't have room.
Oh. Well, that sounds like a bigger problem.
That my staff doesn't have room to house our company stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the place next to Chris for sale?
The church?
You could probably you could throw it at the church.
Yeah, no problem.
I actually just found out that one of our food truck guys who's had a catering business at the basement of a church just bought a brick and mortar and is going to turn it into a lounge.
Nice. I wouldn't mind buying a church, turn it into a restaurant.
Like, wow. Like, yeah, I agree. Get after it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I got nothing else.
Yeah,
I'm all done.
I want to go take a nap now. I want to take a nap. I'm going to go take a nap. So
Justin says the Titans did suck. That's a very timely comment from what we were talking about at the beginning of the show. Justin, thank you for getting off tape delay. The Titans did suck. I do believe, though, that they had, according to the announcers, they were toting the number one defense in the NFL.
There's no way.
Suck it.
There's no way. At 1-5, and the number one, they were number one defense.
But they're also negative on turnover differential by like 9 going into the game.
Not anymore.
Yeah, now it's worse. Now it's 14.
And Goff did not have a good game. Like, in all reality.
No, he had a great game.
Sorry, he did not have a high output game. How about that?
Well, when you get the ball in the 30-yard line every time, there's not a whole lot of field to work with. That's what he kind of said in his post game. He's like, we never had an opportunity to throw the ball down the field. We got to work with a short field. They were in positive territory almost every possession.
Next week's gonna be big.
I don't know that Tennessee punted. Oh yeah, they did. Never mind. The one they got run back for a touchdown. That one. And the other one that was a 60-yard return.
Next week's gonna be big.
Oh, the Packers, whatever.
At the Packers.
Lions by 14.
Did you see the end of the Bears game?
Yes.
Oh, they have to be so mad. Bears fans
should never have even come to that, but yes, that was pretty ridiculous.
For people who don't know, Bears were up. Jaden Daniels threw just a monster. I think it had to be almost a 70-yard Hail Mary.
It was a heck of a throw.
It was, but it was in. I mean, he just thrown it up, and somebody hit it, and somebody from the Washington Commanders or whatever their name is.
Not somebody that hit it. Somebody that was talking trash to the crowd while the play was going on.
Yeah.
And then realized what happened and ran over there, and he's the one that tipped it to the guy.
The Goff was 12 of 15 for 85 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. That's what everybody's. And his passer rating of 130 or something like that.
Well, I guess
we're going to call this a letdown game.
I guess him and David Montgomery had the same OBR.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Oh, Jared Goff had a fine game.
Oh, sorry. Goff's was 129.9 for a rating. David Montgomery was 118.8.
Yeah. Everybody talking about how Goff had a bad game. He still only missed 4 passes.
He did
3
get
passes,
sacked
I think.
4 times.
Well, yeah. I mean, that one right off, that first one was pretty rough. Justin said he should be able to listen from the beginning next week. They're still in the hospital. Baby should be home later this week.
Aww.
Tried to name him Josh, but my wife said no.
Skippy it was.
Mark says the Bears still suck. Changed my mind. It will not. The Bears do suck.
Bears do suck.
I was pretty sure that record was pretty fraudulent, and I think everybody expected them to be the ones to drop off.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm looking forward to the Green Bay game. I'm glad it's a night game. It'll be a good game. I think the Lions will probably win it.
It is a 4:25 game.
I thought it was an 8 o'clock game.
According to what it says, it's a 4:25 on Fox.
What?
I'm not lying to you. I don't
know.
Maybe
the Houston game was 8 o'clock.
Yes, the Houston game is 8:20 the following week in 2 weeks.
I was thinking it was the other way around. I thought the Packers Lions was that. Chris, you're working Sunday. I'm going to stay home. It's your turn.
All right. Let's blow this clam bake.
All right.
It's a New England
thing. We're now over. Yeah. Enough football talk. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a good week. Stay warm. Stay busy.
Believe in the dream. The money will follow.
Take care of the people. The money will follow.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a good day. Talk to you next week. Bye.